Hi everybody, welcome back. Today we have a little different of a video. I'm going to share with you 5 things, actually 6 things. I have a bonus item. 6 items I'm no longer putting in the pantry. No longer putting in the pantry. In fact, the items I'm going to show you, all of them are past their best by date. We will eat them. We will finish them up, but it's been that long since I've even purchased them, okay? I will give you all the reasons why. They're great items. I don't judge anybody who wants to stock these items, continues to stock these items, but for us, we made some changes, and a lot of it comes down to what I'm willing to cook, okay? As the cooker, what I'm willing to do, and that's really what it comes down to in order to save some money and get some better nutrition in our bodies. All right, everybody. Again, not judging, and I want to add with some of these things, if I find them on complete fire sale, like I walk into a store and they're like 4 for $1, 2 for $1, yes, I absolutely would purchase some because it would be silly not to. Are you ready to see these items? Let's get started. All right, friends, the first item are these type of rice mixes. There's a couple reasons for it. One, I can use regular rice and flavorings. I'll show you what I use, and I can make my own rice for a fraction of the cost. But when I eat these, I swell up. They have an extreme high amount of sodium in them, MSG. You know, they put all this no fat around it, and that's great, okay? But the amount of sodium in these is too much for us to handle, okay? It's really a health issue. So even if I find these super cheap, I probably will not buy them, okay? Alternatively, I have parboiled rice, brown rice, white rice, jasmine rice, lots of different kinds of rices, and I use things like this beef better than bouillon. Oh, it makes amazing rice. And chicken bouillon. This is the Nor bouillon. This is, you got to be careful with this. If you use too much of it, again, the swelling up and things of that nature. But you can use this type of bouillon and dehydrated things. Onions, peppers. These are bell peppers. These are jalapenos. All these things can go into your rice as it's cooking to flavor it, and it's so much better than something like this. So, cost effective. Item 2 is Nor sides. Nor sides of any kind. This I probably would pick up if I found for 25 cents to 50 cents a package, but that's it, because just the price alone is not worth it for us, okay? We have an extremely tight budget, and it's been a goal of mine to do everything from scratch. We have a hefty pasta storage as well as rice. All these things, I have butter powder, cheese powder. Right now, we still have regular cheese. We have a goat, so we have milk, cheese, butter, all of it. So for us, this just does not make sense when I am capable, willing, and able to make these things from scratch for a fraction of the cost, okay? This is where learning how to cook is very important. Let's go to the third item. Let me pull these up. You're seeing the theme here, aren't you? These pre-made soups. Now, I was looking these up on Walmart, and they're like $6, okay? That is too much for something like this. I literally have every single ingredient that goes into this soup dehydrated already, as well as the pasta. I can make this. I even dehydrate tomatoes, okay? And they make for wonderful soups. Beans, the same thing. I can my own beans, and they season them. They're delicious. There's just no need for me to spend money on something like this for one meal when for 6 ounces, right? When for the same price, I could get like 3 pounds of beans, okay? And make this 6 times. So that's where I'm at. It's all about cost in a lot of ways and health. Not only can I make this from scratch cheaper, but I can make it much healthier. There is a ton of preservatives that go into these things to make them last. So if you have health issues, or if you're just simply wanting to be healthier, learn how to do these things from scratch, save a ton of money, and save your body, because making them from scratch, oh, guys, it's so much more delicious and it's so much better for you. Number 4, bread mixes, specifically bread mixes. Now the muffin mixes, if I can still pick those up for $1, I absolutely will. You can add water only to them, and they are beyond convenient to throw together. Love them. But things like this, cornmeal mix, any kind of specialty bread mix, I'm not buying these anymore. I've been doing all my bread from scratch for years now. And honestly, these are past date. It's been everything for me just to get through them. This is for us, okay? Bread making is one of my favorite things to do. So these things no longer make sense for us, because I can throw together any of these things very fast without even looking at a recipe. And as far as cost goes, yes, you can pick them up for $1 and they're convenient. They're very convenient for people who don't bake, okay? Who don't bake and don't have the time or means, I guess I should say. But if you know how to bake, this is not cost effective at all, because these used to be $1 and they're not anymore. So you can get yourself a bag of flour and make, some sopalillas, 20 times out of one bag of flour. Same thing with cornmeal, okay? And cornmeal, you have to make sure with cornmeal, because I've had it happen, you need to seal it up good. You need to seal it up good, keep it out of any sunlight, because even regular cornmeal can go rancid on you, okay? So, that being said, no more bread mixes for us. If I were to find these on a total fire sale, I'm talking like 50 cents a package, I may pick up a couple, but like I said, these are like past date 2022, and it's been everything for me to even get through them. All right, friends, flavored packages of mashed potatoes. And number 1 is they do go rancid. I've had them go rancid, and they are disgusting, and they are not edible when they go bad. They have too much fat in them in order to keep them for a super long term. My solution was buying just plain mashed potatoes, nothing else added to it. I've even dehydrated them myself and made them myself. The key is plain. There should be one ingredient on the package, and that is potatoes. These will last indefinitely if you keep them away from the light, seal them up good, put oxygen absorbers in them. They're going to last you forever. And then you can flavor them any way you want. If you don't have regular butter on hand, hopefully you have some powdered butter. That is a great way to flavor these. The sky's the limit. They're mashed potatoes, guys. And they cost, these are expensive right now. We can't get these for under $2 a package. I think some people can get them for like $1.50. But you're only getting 4 ounces, okay? You can get a giant box of plain mashed potatoes for the same price or less. It's something to consider. It's still a convenience food, ready to go. You just got to make sure you have seasonings. I think seasoning is the key to absolutely everything for the prepper pantry, because you don't want to suffer food fatigue if you're eating a lot of mashed potatoes and rice and beans. The seasonings can completely change the meal. Now I have a bonus item. Let me show you. All right, friends, here's my bonus item. Self-rising flour. The only time I've ever bought it in the past is if they were out of all-purpose flour. If it was the only thing on the shelf, I would buy it, because I can make my own with my all-purpose flour, and it just doesn't make any sense for me to pick this up anymore. I mean anymore, all right? So this is something I'm not buying. I don't go through it fast enough, and flour does go rancid. Once you open it and you're using it, you need to get it used. So this is just something kind of a no-brainer for us that I stopped purchasing. Now, all these things, some of you might just absolutely love them. I'm not judging you. This is our personal decision. It's best for our budget and it's best for our health. And making these adjustments in these things, because I have lupus, okay? It has changed my life, okay? I still have symptoms, I still go through problems, but it's different, okay? Every step I make in bettering our diet, it just makes for a healthier me all the way around. So these are some of the reasons, and these are some of the products that we are no longer purchasing. I do have several more, so I'll be making more videos like this. Leave us a comment. Let us know, were there things that you were buying several years ago for your pantry and now you're thinking, that's not cost effective for me? Leave us a comment. Let us know, because sometimes, people might not know how truly easy it is to make this Alfredo broccoli from scratch, just from your pantry. And this, look how they advertise: no artificial flavors, preservatives, colors, flavors, sources, no added MSG, which I really was happy when Nor made these. But even so, the cost, it's just too much. It's too much for our budget. But again, if I find these things on a fire sale, I probably will be inclined to purchase some of them. All right? So give us a thumbs up, subscribe and share, and we're going to be talking to you really soon. God bless and keep every single one of you.